And you're like, I'll kill your whole family. Your whole family's dead. Come on. Children, your wife, all dead. Put your, my boy. I have your face, mother. You're dead.
Oh, yeah. Another wonderful American Democrat right there. I have your face, your children, your wife, your family, all dead. That's a quote. You wonder why ICE agents wear masks to cover their faces. Think about this. It's because Democrats rioting outside Delaney Hall Immigration Center in New Jersey. This is all political theater, by the way. They're doing this on behalf of the criminals that are inside. These Democrats are completely insane. Many are not even citizens themselves. Our next guest has been out there on the ground covering this for the past several days. He even had to drive another independent journalist to a local hospital after he was punched in the face. And while he was in the hospital, he says that Hilton Hotels took his stuff out of his room, a room that he paid for, and then threatened to throw out all of his camera equipment. All of it cost up to $25,000. Hilton is the same hotel group that canceled the reservations of ICE agents in Minneapolis in January. Hilton, really nice people. Doesn't it seem like a great organization? Nick Sortor is an independent journalist who's been covering this soap opera for the last few days. Nick, good to have you back. Hilton, we saw this, replied to your post. They said, hi, Nick, we regret to hear about the experience you've described. Please DM us so we can further review this in detail. What is going on here?
That's actually news to me. I didn't even realize that they replied. There's been so much other chaos going on that it's like I shouldn't be at a Hilton to begin with, just based on the fact that, as you showed, out in Minneapolis, they were kicking them out. And I brought that story where I did an undercover expose at the front desk of a Hilton hotel out there,
right.
And got them on camera admitting that's what they were doing. So, I honestly, I'm just going to stick with Marriott from now on. I'm only here because somebody else was in this hotel already. So
yeah, I think there are fewer options in Newark available. I will just say that, especially sort of at that price point. It's not like there's like a big luxury option in Newark. Can you take me through this video? These are protesters who basically they went home for the night during their curfew, and then you were able to sneak over and get video of their base camp. Like, this doesn't look to me like organic protesting.
No, of course it's not organic. There's nothing organic about it. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, and it just shows up. There just ends up being more and more and more of it, and they actually aren't able to get back to their base camp at this point. Because of the fact that it's behind the line. So all of this stuff is just there in the street. It's probably going to end up in the trash, which they're very upset about. It's been searched, I know that thoroughly, by DHS. And I'm not sure what they found, but they did find stuff that I'm sure they might be announcing sometime soon.
First aid kits, masks, earplugs, boxes of tampons. There's just all kinds of supplies here. Like, it's just, look at this, gas masks, whatever that is right there. I mean, it's absurd.
They're $75 a piece, those respirators. And
Are they really?
They hand them out like candy.
Wow. Yeah, look at a crate full of them right there. And then those really good COVID masks. So this is another, you went undercover at a training class for protesters. We didn't play the sound just because you can't really hear what they're saying, but take us through what they're training these protesters to do.
Yeah, well, so they're preparing for war, essentially. That's what they were doing. And that's why they have all these medics out there, and they give them these medical kits. That was part of the medical kit was the masks, the $100 respirators. You can see them all wearing them right there. I had one in my hand. That's how I was blending in. And these guys are professionals, right? The guy that is leading this little riot class out there is likely not even from the area. They shipped these people in. You probably heard the news yesterday where Mark Wayne Mullen announced that they had arrested, I believe, 2 rioters that came all the way from Portland, Oregon. When you had all of the ridiculous chaos out there outside that
across the country. It's just, I mean,
it's literally the same people every time.
And you're still in Newark, right? You're at the hotel?
Yes.
You got your room back? Yes. They upgrade you? I hope they did.
No, they did not.
Sir, we'd like to offer you the Kapua suite for your troubles. It's wonderful. All right, take a look. This is another journalist. I actually know this guy. I think he works for GB News in England, outside Delaney Hall yesterday. But I want to play this just to show people at home what you're dealing with, not when it's dark out. This is middle of the day. Take a look.
Why are you shaking? Why are you getting so angry?
Because drone is going, I'm holding everything back not to break your jaw.
Well, you can do it. You would get arrested.
I don't give a bro.
You'll get arrested.
I don't give a
This doesn't make your argument look. This doesn't make your argument look good. Came out
I
here.
ain't come out here to talk.
For violence.
Yes.
Another great guy. So is that what it's like out there?
Yeah, I mean, you're dealing with a bunch of mentally ill people who could snap at any point. That's one of the dangers of it, and that's why I typically go in disguise. I very rarely show my face out there, because these people are deranged. You saw one of the rioters that was arrested a few days back for biting the flesh off of the arm of an ICE agent. These people are feral, man.
Well, did you see? I saw Homeland Security tweeted out the menu, and the thing is, they're on a food strike and they're not being fed. Look, you've got murderers, rapists, sexual predators being held in that facility. They're getting 3 meals a day. They're getting medical care. They're getting dental care, and they're getting food that anyone would be happy to eat. They get 3 good meals a day, and they get a bed to sleep in while they're being processed because they have no legal or moral right to be in this country. I don't see why it's controversial. To me, this is like, even though there's no stage or red curtain or audience there, this is theater. This is Democrat theater before an election. That's what I think it is. All right, go enjoy the hot tub. Get the bubble bath delivered to that room. You deserve it. You got the upgrade.
Hey, I appreciate you, Finnerty.
Yeah.
Thank you
Good
very
to see
much,
you,
man.
Nick Sortor. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.